Howdy, howdy everybody. I don't know what day it is. Oh, it's Friday. Happy Friday. TGIF, right? Alright, let me show you what I'm working on. I got my, I'm going to call it a pedestal. Riser. No, it's not a riser. Frame. No, it's not a frame. Alright, pedestal. Cut, not in its places, obviously, because I have the wheels underneath the legs, but I have everything cut. So, what I want to do today is something I've been looking forward to for a while, and that's working on the concrete. So, let me move things around, and I'll give you a look at what my plan is. Hold on. Okay. When I had the tub kind of in the spot, here's my hole for the drain for the tub, somewhere around here. All right. There's my plumbing for trap. Trap is in there somewhere. So what I plan on doing is I'm gonna try to do things as simple as I can, right? This is just an example. Now since I'm going to be putting this on that 2x6, it's going to raise the tub up. So I'm hoping that I can get away with doing the minimum amount of concrete work as possible. Right? So I'm thinking, and I know I said I was going to retire my little plastic level, but it's still in here, so I figured I'd use it. So, alright, hold on one sec. Alright, so my plan is not necessarily to dig all this out, to cut all this out, but just enough to where I can get my slope. Because all I need is my slope, and yeah, don't pay any attention to this. All I need is my slope going from the tub drain to the trap. That's it. And in a way, it's, you know, that's another reason why I wanted to put that tub up on that 2x6, to give me a little bit extra room, make it a little bit easier for me to get this slope figured in. Because you need what's the measure? 1/4 inch for every foot, something like that. So I have, let's say 3 feet, so 3/4 of an inch. So let's just round it up to an inch. So if I can get an inch of slope, which I think I can definitely do. Alright. Let's give me a better view. If I can get an inch of slope, I'll be home free. So that's my plan. I'm not going to cut all this out. In fact, I might not even have to cut any of this hole out. I might start like somewhere around here. Alright. And just get it to where I can, you know, I'll show you as I'm going along, but that's kind of like the plan. I'm going to use, I'm using my, here, I'll bring it in, I'll show you. Alright, here's what I hope to use. We're going to see if it's going to work or not. I'm going to use my Genesis plunge cut. It's only going to give me, let's see, this is a 3.5 inch blade. So I'm going to get, I'm not going to get real deep, but I'm hoping it's going to be good enough, because I'm also going to use it on that side for the mortar bed, for the shower floor. Alright, so that's my plan. Tile, backboard, cement. That's not cement, that's concrete. Everybody gets that wrong. Cement is actually the glue that holds all the ingredients together to make concrete. That is not cement, that's concrete. That's the result of your cement and your aggregate and your, you know, your ingredients to make concrete. Cement is the glue that holds everything together. So we're going to try it. Like I said, another thing is I'm going to do dry. I'm going to try to do dry instead of a wet. I'm going to see how that works. If it doesn't, it's going to kick up a lot of dust, but I'm going to run the vacuum at the same time. I think there's an attachment to this. I thought there was. Maybe there isn't. But I'm going to run the vacuum right along with it, and we'll see what happens. It's going to be trial and error. I'm going to learn as I go, and make adjustments as needed. That's what you do, right? When you learn as you go, you got the skills, but you got to figure it out as you're going. So we're going to get dialed in, and so I'm anxious to get, to see. Well, I don't want to jinx myself, but I'm hoping that this concrete, and I mentioned it the other day, I mean, I could see, some old where they drilled into it to get access so they can put the trap in or whatever. So I'm hoping it's going to be doable without too much aggravation. Because concrete is kind of we used to describe it back in the day as a hard sponge, right? And concrete has moisture, and over time that moisture evaporates, and as it evaporates, the concrete becomes harder and harder and harder. So that's what happens. Concrete always, throughout its lifetime, will always evaporate some moisture content, and as it does, it gets harder and harder. That's why, in older houses, concrete is like as hard as a rock almost, right? That's because the moisture has evaporated, and over time it just gets harder and harder. That's the nature of concrete. All right. Okay. So I'll call this part 1, and we're gonna figure it out and get to work, because I'm really anxious to see how it's gonna work. I would love to go. I got to return my PVC. Oh, another thing is, I got the wrong dimension. It's 1.5 inches. It's not 2 inches. I know, Smitty gave me a hard time. He's like, what are you looking at 2-inch stuff for? And I'm like, well, I thought it was 2-inch. And it wasn't. It was 1.5 inches. I don't know where I got 2-inch from. It's probably over here. That's 2-inch, right? So, anyway. That's 1.5 inches. Goes in there. And no big deal. We're just going to return it, and we're going to get the good stuff. We're going to get the thick stuff. It's Schedule 40. We're going to use Schedule 40 throughout, because that's the better stuff. All right, I'll leave you with that shot right there. All right, get my shadow out of the way if that's possible. No, maybe not. All right, thanks for watching. Stay tuned, and wish me luck on this one. All right, more to come.